Welcome to Fono Stage. I'm the Brown Bandit, or Bandit.
I'm Mischievous one, or you can call me Mischief. Hope you guys are doing well.
This episode is our 10th installation, and we were supposed to be recording this together. However, Dougie Ford has said that Toronto's in the red zone again, so we're supposed to be staying to our damn selves. And if we want this world to continue moving along, that is what we're going to do for now. So I'm over here, Mischief, you're over there. And again, we're on repeat on the Fono Stage show. Give me a second, ladies and gents. I'm just going to go like this.
I got a coffee.
Yeah, that's a non-alcoholic. I'm going to start off today's episode, with a gentleman out of Buffalo, New York. I'm going to be talking about a song called Timeless, off of Burden of Proof by Benny the Butcher. You know, my friend, we were just talking about, what happened is I asked him, what's your album of the year? Because he had a couple of, albums that he had mentioned to me. And then he said, dude, did you hear the new Benny the Butcher album? I said, no. And he said, it's rap. I said, what's rap? Isn't that hip hop? He said, no, man. This is straight goods rap. And I was talking to another friend about the album in general, and friends at my age, friends were asking him, or at our age rather, friends were asking him, why do you listen to this stuff still? kind of thing. He replied he keeps it real, meaning stuff that he's talking about, he's done. This isn't like some ghostwrited stuff kind of thing. So that's the kind of music he gravitates towards. So I went in with an open mind. So again, the song's called Timeless. It's off of Burden of Proof, off of the Griselda label, or Griselda, which is a bunch of people. Benny the Butcher is West Side Gun and Conway's cousin, kind of thing, and they formed this label. And the album came out on October 16th this year. The producer is Hit Boy, and Hit Boy produced Nas's new album. And, I was discussing this with some friends as well, and what I was discussing is this. For a long time, we didn't see collaborations where you're on the mic, I'm producing, kind of thing. And it's a very congealed collaboration that goes along as a story. You're getting, multiple producers, different artists. The different artist thing is fine, but let's stay with a theme kind of thing. Let's stay sounding kind of in a pattern of music to explain a whole album. And that's what he's done with this. It's a hard-hitting song that basically it is, the meaning of the song is in the name, Timeless. He's all three verses on this song start this with, I do this for. So there's these two other dudes. One guy you might know as Weezy or Lil Wayne. He does the second verse on this. And the third guy turned out to be one of my new go-tos, this Big Sean out of Detroit. Verse 1, I do this for suffering children and checks from government buildings. That's Benny the Butcher. We go to verse 2. I do this for my young. More precious than the moon is the sun. I got more weapons than I'll ever need. I'll shoot you with each one. 3, I do this for the ones that's barely surviving, watching me living through me. I gotta stay thriving. This shit is a privilege, not promise, dead honest. I can't live on my conscience. So there's the theme kind of thing, right? They're doing this for their community. They're doing this for themselves. They're doing this to bring up a certain thing, right? They're coming up from the gutter, or they're living a different lifestyle and coming up that way, doing it for their children. Back again to the name of the song and exactly what it's about. What's a king to a god, and bomb? I'm gonna live forever, feet on the ground, 100 in the ceiling, 100 in the ceiling. I'm the last of this breed, you won't last in these streets long if your only hustle's drug dealing. What's a king to a god? I'm gonna live forever, I'm gonna live forever. Timeless, king to a god. I really love Big Sean's last verse. Right at the end, last line, he leaves it with God body, why would I ever compare me to a man? kind of thing. So again, king to a god is just, if you're gonna compare yourself to somebody, compare yourself to God kind of thing and strive to be him is what he's trying to get across, or what the chorus is trying to get across, in my opinion. These beats, you put this on, your head is banging off your knees. You have no choice. I'll say that the production of it really came up from the last couple of albums as far as quality goes. Really sounds great on just about any system I put it on, whether it's in my crappy car stereo, whether it's in this thing behind me, whether it's in a set of cans, be it shitty earbuds or really great cans on. Man, this album bumps. The samples are beautiful. The timing's great. The off timing on beats dropping in is great. Lyrically, it's real and it's beautiful. And some others that were on this album that Timeless is on, and it's on the Empire label. Again, Hit Boy producing. Big Sean, Conway the Machine, Dom Kennedy, Freddie Gibbs, Lil Wayne, Queen Naja, Rick Ross, West Side Gun, debuted at number 27 on the Billboard 200, with about, what does it say here, 19,000 equivalent album unit sales. That's according to Hits Daily Double. When my boy told me that Hit Boy was doing the production on this album, I didn't know how that was going to go. Different styles. Benny's like, that's some hard fucking hitting rap, and it's awesome. I think that Hit Boy's a little bit more polished. But then, again, my friend said this and I thought about it and I thought back on some other albums, and what Hit Boy can do and does on the Nas album, I'm just mentioning these two albums, on the Nas album and on this album, is make those beats where these rappers, that to me, Nas is old school, Benny the Butcher not as much, but his delivery is kind of old school. I'll say the same for J. Cole, with an upgraded edge to it. He makes beats where these guys can sit right in that pocket and flow.
The flow of this song, even any of J. Cole's songs as well. I love hearing newer artists kind of just have that kind of flow, have that kind of style, but not bite anybody, right? Not trying and copy anybody.
No, there's a certain feeling about it, but they're definitely not biting. I can't agree with you more.
Right? It's like it's staying true to that kind of a noise, but still making it your own without taking away from the old guys. Right? Without trying to take their accomplishments and use it as your own.
If anything, I think it's adding to that legacy.
Yeah, right. As opposed to some hip hop artists nowadays, some of them, the newer ones, kind of follow into the same kind of rhythm or the same kind of flow or the same kind of pattern or whatever it is you want to call it. And it's nice to have younger artists still holding true to what hip hop originally was. In its golden years, right?
To some degree, I think for the last couple of years, old school artists and the artists that kind of go along with that flow, it's kind of like they're rising up again, which we will get to with my next pick. What do you got for me? What's your first?
Okay, so my first pick, I don't know. It was really hard for me to pick which one to start with. I didn't have much of a theme as you got going on with your picks. I kind of just picked 3 random songs and I just felt like, why not talk about these ones? So the first one is my more mellow track. It is by Sticky Fingers and the song is called How to Fly. This is a reggae rock band formed in 2008 out of Sydney, Australia. And How to Fly by Sticky Fingers is off the Caress Your Soul album, which was released in March of 2013. And like I said, this is a reggae rock band, and this song, as I said again, it's laid back, very mellow, very like just feel the music for what it is. Now, with that in mind, the song is about getting high on cocaine.
I didn't realize that.
So, like the lyrics go, I take the brakes off and I ride. Whatever it takes us to get high. I chase the devil into the sky because he's the one who taught me how to fly. I forgot my name because it's all the same. Cocaine. That's literally the lyrics, and he just says it again after one.
I was just grooving along with the song, right?
Right? Yeah, and you just and the way he delivers it too, right? It's everything is very mellow. Everything's very just fall into the music and like he said, I take the brakes off and I ride. Just take your brakes off and ride when you're listening to this song, because it's a nice blending of like psych pop with hints of rock steady reggae, with like almost. For an Australian band, I felt almost little sprinkles of like British indie sounding.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
My main draw to the song was the bass line. That bass line where it breaks down before it the bar starts over again. It's like doom 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 doom, like I fall right into
even
that
in the
feeling.
beginning. I didn't know what quite to expect because it comes in with that like those tones or whatever.
Yeah. There's just like a synth,
like
kind
ambient
of
kind of stuff,
in,
and then it drops, boom,
and then it comes. Yeah,
so dope, man.
It's a groovy song. It's a simple yet groovy song, and like I said, just mellow, and I love listening to it because it kind of just puts me into that zone. And if I light one up before listening to it, then that's just good, convenient timing. And yeah, that's pretty much it for my first pick. Nothing too crazy.
Actually, on that
about
note.
the songs.
On that note, give me a second. Yeah, guys. All right, song 3 in the episode, and my second pick for on repeat. I went with something sort of current in the last year. I went with a Tory Lanez song, Toronto represent. It's a song called Most High off the Daystar album. Now, Tory Lanez released this album this year on the 25th of September. After a whole bunch of shit that went down, that you guys can go look up the Tory Lanez incident with Megan Thee Stallion earlier this year. He got a lot of flack for releasing this album because it talked about what happened. Hey, we don't know until proven innocent or guilty what actually happened, whatever the case is, but he put out this album, pronouncing to the world his innocence. And Most High starts off proclaiming that kind of thing, in a sense. So again, this was Tory Lanez. Lots of different producers on here. Generally speaking, I don't listen to a lot of hip hop where there's a lot of singing involved, because I just think that's I don't know, pop music. Is it R&B? Is it hip hop? I'm not against it. I do listen to that. I do listen to tracks like that kind of stuff. Tory Lanez is in that genre where he does a little bit of both, and great for him. It's just not for me all the time. This he just raps on straight goods, and I just found some humor in the lyrics because he's just keeping it real and stating exactly how it's happened through his eyes, kind of thing, right? Rapping about his innocence and rapping about what's going on immediately in his life, right? Has nothing to do with drug dealing or anything like that, or it doesn't have to do with coming up and trying to make it. This is exactly what's been going on immediately in his life. Lyrically, I find some humor in it. He goes, stepped out on bail, I did a diddy bop. I had to tilt my hat to the city cop. I walk away free because I'm innocent. And when I walk, the whole world know it. And then I'm wild. He's wildin'. And it goes on from there, you know. There was an incident where somebody, I think, got shot in the leg or the foot. Meg Thee Stallion. And she was, you know, naming him as the guy that did it or the person that did it. Anyway, that's what this song is about. It's about arguing on Twitter and you know, and again proclaiming his innocence. They're trying to frame him and, you know, make him into a felon. And on the other side of that, all he sees is free Tory from his side of people that support him, kind of thing, right? This song comes on hard, banging.
Your choices are just that. Like, it's the timeless. Timeless is like a heavy hitting, in your face song. The Most High, in your face, like that brass in the beginning. It's like, I'm coming, right? Like, it almost sounded like something like Empire Strikes Back or something, right? And then all of a sudden, that bass line drops, man. It smashes your forehead, kind of thing, right? Another track you can't. I don't know what a diddy bop is. Maybe a dance. Is that a dance? I for someone who loves to dance, I'm not 100% sure on that one.
Well, I just imagine what a diddy bop might look like.
It sounds like a little like hop and step kind of move.
Yeah, like I can picture my brother Samir doing it. Anyway, it made me want to do my version of a diddy bop, and I don't even know what a diddy bop is. Anyway, there's my short take on Tory Lanez Most High song. Again, you need something to snap your neck. This is one of those as well. Definitely one of those, and you can see where this theme of mine has been going with my on repeats. It's just been an on repeat as far as I just want hard banging stuff right now. That's what's setting me off, kind of thing, right? Yeah. Please, what's your next pick, man?
Okay, so my second pick, I decided to jump back on the Afrobeat train. This one is actually more Afro house. It's by DJ Tunez and Wande Cole.
I love this track.
And the song is called Iskaba. Now, like I said, it's an Afro house kind of Afrobeat kind of song. Now, DJ Tunez is a Nigeria, US-based DJ. Joined the Starboy Entertainment, and his first production is Iskaba, which was a single released in 2017. And it's a contagious hit song with Nigerian singer Wande Cole. Iskaba is slang, meaning love and energy, which is realistically, when you listen to the song, what this song brings. Yeah, you know, like, it's like, for me, the Iskaba is Kele Bete is Koro Boto, the chorus. When I say it, or when I'm singing it on, like, Iskaba, like, it sounds like I need to. It sounds like almost like a tribal chant,
a power thing.
Yeah, and it's just aside from the love side of it, the energy is just what the lyrics bring in. That Iskaba, like, bam, right?
I can see you like saying it right there.
And to be honest with you, when you listen to the lyrics, there's a little bit of mix of English. The chorus is slang, but basically what it comes out to actually, what it sounds like is almost like a gibberish kind of chorus that almost sounds like prayer leaders speaking in tongues, you know? And it's like I said, it brings that kind of level of energy. And finding out, mind you, I never knew that Iskaba, or that the chorus in general, was a bunch of slang. For me, what I love about that fact is you come across artists, especially the youth, as they are up and coming, where they'll drop their lyrics to try and explain whatever it is they're trying to explain, but they'll throw in slang words or other words to explain whatever it is they're trying to explain, right? For example, things like lit or or dig it if you want to go older and stuff like that. Slang is created to portray a feeling or explain a situation in a more newer, modern way. Whatever that might be, whoever makes it the trend is one thing. This song they made up a slang word and used it so well in the chorus that the slang word itself has an energy to it. Like I was saying, every time I say it, I get into that, right? And it's not only the fact of what it means or what they want the slang word to mean, but it's the way it's delivered. Everything is just, it fits perfectly with the song. And I love the fact that they've turned a slang word into music.
Anytime he said Iskaba, I same thing with me, but like I'd want to get down, like, you know. It's another track. One of those where you have no choice. You're going to move to this song.
Best way for me to explain this song when it comes to just the fun side of it, it's not an entertainer's job to make sense. It's an entertainer's job to entertain. So what these guys did was take a word that they thought sounded a particular way to them and turned it into whatever it is that they turned it into for this song. They've now, as entertainers, that, again, Iskaba doesn't make any sense, but as entertainers, they've taken a word and made it entertaining for you to listen to, right? And that is what an entertainer's job is to just entertain. It doesn't matter how they entertain.
delivered in the meaning of this song. You said, what does the song represent again? Light and love?
So Iskaba means love and energy.
Love and energy. That's what the song delivered. That's the other great part about what you were just saying, I think.
But yeah, and that is what, in my opinion, that's what a good entertainer is. I can take anything, whether it makes sense or not, words, an abstract object, any kind of artist. Here's something that doesn't make any sense, but I've now turned it into something that entertains you, you know? And that's exactly what this song is. And DJ Tune's work, his work in general is engineered to move your body, and this song makes you move your body, whatever that is. And the song is definitely geared towards feeling good, being happy, having fun, and keeping that energy and love for the world and everything in it, right? And that song, that's basically what the song is and what it brings to me and why I love it so much, and just, Iskaba!
Iskaba!
Yeah, that's my second pick.
For my third pick, I'm going to talk about a gentleman named Trevor George Smith Jr. Some of y'all may know him as Busta Rhymes.
Bam! Woo! Busta!
Busta Bus. The song I'm going to talk about is called Czar, or Czar, off of Extinction Level Event 2, The Wrath of God. He's been out for, you know, if you don't know who Busta Rhymes is,
you must be hella young.
Yeah, I mean, he was in a band called The Leaders of the New School from 90 to 95. Side note, I think my brother, I'm going to say I was 18 or 19. The year 1992-ish. My brother and me, I had taken him to the Eat Center. He was just a little guy then. And there's the Leaders of the New School. They were in town doing a show. So somewhere in this house, I got a $2 bill with Busta's autograph on it. My little brother was like, he's so tall, right? Like, my brother was so tiny. It looked so funny, man. But he was really great about it. I don't think people knew who they were just yet. Anyway, he's been around since the early 90s. Multiple albums, awards, all kinds of stuff. And Busta hadn't released anything since, like, I don't know, 2012, 2013, as far as the whole album went. He'd been on this, he'd been on that, there'd been singles released, that kind of stuff. Oh my gosh, this album, I was talking about this earlier, Return. I don't even think he lost his form. He's one of those rap artists that, in my opinion, into my ears, has gotten better and better and better. Man, this album just bumps. I I took a couple of listenings to it, but I liked stuff right off the hop, and now I kind of like it as a piece. It's another album I've been playing a lot of. Great production on it. It came out on October 30th. So all this stuff that I'm telling you about just came out in the last couple of months. Again, the beat, man. The production on this is bang, bang. And it basically shakes my room kind of thing.
And Busta Rhymes brings it, as always.
Mischief, did you watch the video by any chance? This video for Czar kind of reminded me of old Busta videos. That's what I mean by return to form kind of thing. On some stuff, he's slowed down. On other stuff, he's so quick with the... just ridiculously so. What's that? There's an Eminem and track on there with... Oh my god, man. It's so crazy.
Fuck, man. Like, I can't even, like, mimic his voice in any kind of way. The energy he brings on this song is ridiculous. But it's like... But that's what I'm saying, right? Like, you can hear it in his voice that obviously he's gotten older, but it's like he's still bringing it, and he's still, yeah, man, it's Busta Rhymes. Like, he's a scary dude.
He's a scary ass motherfucker. Thick. I like.
What does Chris Rock say?
It says it right here. There ain't no place in the world where Busta Rhymes ain't the baddest motherfucker. Do you understand? Do you understand who this man is? Do you understand how hard he brings it? Nobody's following this motherfucker. Nobody.
Yeah. The beginning is amazing.
I loved that too, because to me, that was a throwback to like old school preachers being introduced, boxers being like champions being introduced, James Brown being introduced up on stage, that kind of throwback shit. And again, the meaning's in the name of the song, Czar. That's how he feels. I'm fucking back. Eat it. Look, bitch, it's my city. You get smacked silly. Thought it was yours. Gimme. Straight goods. Don't mess around. And then, of course, the chorus. So far, shorties throw they bra, and I need the lighter to light the perfect cigar. Brand new jet, brand new car, leader of the new shit, brand new czar. Again, I like this line too. Like a silverback grizzly. Not a gorilla, a silverback grizzly. He's coming hard with this. The beats are just mental on this too. And his voice is like, he's growling this at you. That's why I said the thing about the grizzly. Like, he is growling at you about this. He's not playing. He's not fucking around. Bring what you got. He's got better. And that's what he's proclaiming in this. Brand new Czar. Again. And again, not much more to say about this. It proclaims itself well with the production, with the beats, with how heavy Busta's coming in with his lines and his punchlines. I think a return to form, and I'm happy to see him back after all these years. Been waiting on something like this. What do you got for our last pick?
Okay, so for my last pick, I just kind of realized this right now. So my first pick was an Australian band. My second pick was a couple of Nigerian fellas. My third pick is Gensis Owusu. The song is called WUTD. What You Trying to Do? So Gensis is a Ghanaian Australian singer. WUTD is actually it was, I don't know if it's considered a double single that was released in 2016 with another song called Vultures, which is also a very dope song. Doesn't bring the level of fun that What You Trying to Do brings, but it's still there. That funk, that style, that fun is still in Vultures. But What You Trying to Do is a very a slinky brew of R&B and funk. And I love my bass lines, I love my bass, I love my drums, and this song is just, as soon as it starts, like, man, I can't, the first like 4 bars immediately get me to end sing. Like,
again, no choice. I guess that was your theme.
So lyrically, this song is a love song written about his girlfriend, but that is not the intention of the song. The intention of the song was to make you dance, which it does, musically. But when it came to the lyrics, yes, he wrote a love song about his girlfriend, but the way he delivered it, he was putting more accent on delivering the intention of trying to get you to dance rather than the words that he's trying to convey. Which I think he does a very good job of by just like you just listen to the lyrics, you sing along and you listen to the music and it all kind of blends together and makes you do this. But yeah, it's a straightforward love song, basically stating how his world and his life just isn't anything without her. And it's funky and it's meant to make you move. It'll do just that successfully.
Absolutely. I kind of throwback, almost that Rare Grooves meets acid jazz sounding to me. Like I want to hear that in a smaller situation.
I knew you would love listening to this song.
Oh man, what a track.
That's why I had to pick it. Because I was like, he's gonna enjoy listening to this.
Absolutely, that's right up our alley, kind of thing. Immediately it went on a playlist. I think I got into like the first 3 bars.
Yeah, like which is why when this video call started, before we even started recording, I had asked you, "Did you give me that song?" Because I was like, "This is such a song that you would share with me." I'm like, I like obviously there's a high chance that I just came across it because randomly I'll just listen to whatever playlist I feel like listening to one day. Or if I see a playlist I've never listened to before, I'll give it a shot. So me finding this song on my own is no surprise, but I had to ask, like, for as soon as we got into the video call, I was like, did you give me that song? Did you already know that song? Because it, again, sounds like something that I know you would love.
Yeah, it's just absolutely up my alley.
You would definitely share with me, right?
Well, thank you. That song, again, I haven't played it for Aisha yet, though. I've been listening to that privately.
Those are on repeat songs for episode 10 of Fono Stage. We're actually at 10. And you started off with, what were your 3 hard-hitting
rap songs? I started off with Benny the Butcher, Timeless, as my first pick. My second pick was Tory Lanez, Most High. And ended up with the Czar by Busta Rhymes, man.
Busta Bus.
Busta Bus. I really, really enjoyed talking about those today. Again, they are just on repeat for me constantly. I think I'm soon going to get that look from the wifey. It's like, okay, have you played this enough yet? Can we move on to something else now? And what were your 3 picks, mister?
Mine didn't have like a theme, a together theme like yours, but I started off mellow with Sticky Fingers, How to Fly, that little rock reggae beat. Then I jumped up to some Afrobeat stuff with DJ Tunez and Wande called Iskaba. And then ended off with a nice little funk groover, Gensis, Owusu, WUTD, What You Trying to Do. And yeah, those are my on repeat songs that just, whenever they come on, I'm either singing, I am singing along with them, and I am dancing along with it.
Well, I think, unbeknownst to you then, that was your theme. It's not like I went in with a theme in mind, it's just, that's what I'm listening to. They happen to coincide. Yours did the same thing. Whether slower or faster tempoed, you really don't have a choice with those 3 songs. You're going to groove to them. It doesn't matter whether it's the reggae-influenced one, or the Afrobeat one, or the acid jazzy one. You got no choice. You're going to bop to them. So, hey, guys out there, thank you for joining us on the Fono Stage show with our on-repeat episode, our continuing on-repeat episodes. Hope you enjoyed them. I'm the Bandit.
I'm the Mischievous one. Thank you guys for being here as well. And yeah, hopefully the world gets a little bit out of the red zone and we can finally do an episode again together, because I hate doing it like this. But we have to bring episodes to you. We don't want to stop. So whatever it is we got to do, we're going to do it. Fuck the pandemic.
Yes, fuck the pandemic. Stay safe, people. Stay the fuck inside. Let's beat this shit. Much love to you all.
Peace.